I'm Adam Carolla. If I were you, I wouldn't be recording this commercial. I'd be listening to it. And if I was listening to it, I would go out and buy a whole heaping helping of Vermont teddy bears. But I'm not you. I'm me. Don't you want to be like me and do what I would do if I were in your shoes? Be like me. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Buy some Vermont teddy bears today. We're at a roll. It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Whoa! Hello. I'm gonna. Look, I got a haircut. I don't look so skanky. Well, I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna just. I want to be quick about it. Half the time, it's just like really loose when I turn it. So I gotta turn it the other way or something. Okay. Pull that up. Here's a good spot. Look at this. Skanky coaster. Yeah. That's gonna work. Okay. So my camera's looking nice and crisp again. So that's good. My brush is feeling crisp so far. I just cleaned the ever-loving tar out of both these brushes last night. I mean, I always clean them. But I don't know. For some reason, they've been giving me trouble. More and more. Okay, so this is my comic Bonehead. Here's Bonehead. This is page 26 out of about 220, 235 pages. It's probably closer to like something like 222 for the story. I did a bunch of like front material. So I've done about this is page 26, but I've probably done about 36 pages. I think I'm about 10 ahead of the page count at this point. I did a whole bunch of chores today. I cooked like a shepherd's pie type thing. I went and got a haircut. I cleaned this room. This room was getting real, was getting to be a real wreck. Sometimes when my free time gets sunk into this project, everything else goes to heck. So catching up on not living like a pig. Yeah. That's all I got. Hey, if I come up with a Halloween costume for party at the end of the month, and I don't know. I had an idea, but I don't think it's costume contest winning stuff. And I like to make my own costume, so I don't know. I'm fishing for ideas. If you're watching this video, send me some ideas, if you wouldn't mind, just in the comments. I was thinking of doing like a scarecrow type thing, but I don't think what I had in mind is going to be good enough. I mean, my brother's family, I know, are going to go above and beyond. Do some big old family theme, homemade, like super over the top costume, and I got to beat them. Okay, we got to kick their butt. There was one year they went as the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, the Tin Man, and the two boys at the time were the Cowardly Lion and the Scarecrow. And then the baby of the two, he had like a little stuffed Toto with him. Another year, I think, when there was just the one boy, they were like, they were all characters from Up. Yeah, the baby was the old man, Ed Asner, God rest him. And my brother was the kid, Russell, I think. And his fiance was Kevin, the bird. And then one year, and I don't think I probably went as anything those years, but then one year I was like, I'm gonna really show them Up. And I put together this elaborate cardboard costume. I was a robot, and it was like a 4-piece suit I had made. And or maybe 5. I think I made legs. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I made legs. Anyway, but then they showed up as, oh yeah, that was the Wizard of Oz. That's when they went as the Wizard of Oz. But my robot costume was like pathetic next to my brother's Tin Man costume. I'm pretty sure they won the costume contest. And then last year, they said they phoned it in, I think, but they still like they still like went pretty all out. Like what was it? My brother was Willy Wonka, and what was she? What was his fiance? I think she was Violet. I think she was just dressed in violet. Maybe that's why they said they was. Do something to beat these guys. That's the goal. I'm enlisting your help if you're watching this video. Oh, yeah. Okay. So see, he's putting the ring box back into his head. He keeps stuff in his little his cranium. So I went back and touched up a page from last night, earlier today, like with whiteout and stuff. And I was just seeing spots I missed all over the place. But I'm sure if I went back and looked at, because I haven't touched up most of my pages so far, I'm sure if I went back and looked at nearly all the pages I've done so far, I'd find that I probably do that a lot. It's like even when I'm looking at it though, like when I was looking at it, it's like I'd be like, okay, it's done, and then I'd be like, no, look, there's this huge glaring thing I still missed. It takes attention. You just want to be done with it, I guess. I want to believe it's done. So that was cool to have an old coworker in here yesterday, Lionel. I think I got kind of shy when he came on though. I was talking to him, but I think I was feeling a little bashful. I haven't listened to it like back, but I'll bet I sounded that way. Tea. Okay. Let's see. Just take a peek. Liked 7 of my tweets. My buddy Zach is like liking all my stuff on Twitter, I guess. Oh, man. So I gotta think about tomorrow. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna use this in tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm doing laundry right now too. Dang it. It's gonna be like hours before I can go get that. I didn't think that through. But let's see. Tomorrow. Because I have to do an Inktober tomorrow. I have to try and do this show tomorrow. Here in early noon. So probably try and do. Oof. I'll probably try and do this before noon tomorrow. I might not get a whole page in. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll be here tomorrow. Oops. Okay. You ever get the feeling that your brain just fell out of your head? Okay. So I was talking yesterday about Halloween movies I need to watch. I feel like I came up with a really good one, but I can't remember now, that I really wanted to watch. Oh, I was thinking of Stir of Echoes. It's just an actual scary movie. It was, like I was saying, I think it came out around the same time as Sixth Sense. It was a little similar to Sixth Sense somehow, but it stars Kevin Bacon. And all I remember is I think him digging under his house at one point, and some. I remember one graphic thing from it that was like my favorite part because it was so creepy. So I don't even want to spoil that part, um, but I think it got kind of overshadowed by Sixth Sense because Sixth Sense was so huge. What does this door look like? Okay, so there's no like frame. Um, hmm. Uh, er, okay. Move that door a little longer. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. See if I can find that movie. Oh man, I just clicked on something that is going to give me trouble, I think. Well, if something starts playing momentarily, I'm sorry. I don't know what was with the weird sound effects right there. Sometimes I just want to make sound effects. Is all. Uh, darn. Uh, okay. Sure. Oh, it's a donkey. Uh, Simpsons. They think they're so yellow, but I think they're pretty dang brave. I know. As the Strokes once said, I've got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. That should be the theme song of this show. We're just making a book, is all. Hey, that's all we can do. Sometimes it's all you can do is to just make a book. You ain't always got to talk about everything. Sometimes you just gotta shut up and draw. Sometimes you gotta talk like a cowboy. Other times, not so much. Come on, point. Point. Pretty big nostrils for Bonehead to have. Hey, Grandma! That's an awfully big nose for you to have. Yeah, big nose, big nose. It's something's fishy. Before I address this background, I gotta look at it for a bit. like how crisp the camera is now. All I needed to do was wipe it off. What a nerd. It was like 3 days. It was all glary. Well, the laundry's done drying, and it will sit in the dryer getting all wrinkly for the next, I don't know, 2 hours. C'est la vie. Or so they say. Oh, I did one eyebrow, but not the other. Okay, background. What is going on with the background? Okay. No. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh man, you should see how concentrated I am right now. You should see the look on my face. My eyes are bulging out of my head. My teeth are clenched. There's sweat on my brow, like pouring off onto the page. I mean, this page is soaked. I mean, I've wrecked anything I've drawn. Okay, well, you know that part's a lie. Hey, somebody's in here. Hello. Ink in my book, as per usual. Hey, thank you. Is this gonna go to black? I need to know if it's gonna go to black. Yes. Yes, I think it is. Not that part, because that's this part. My brain. In fact, this probably needs more windows. Good enough, that's fine. Ooh, that's really narrow. It's okay. I am being sloppy. Because I think I can get away with it here, but also, that's how you get into trouble. Just winging stuff around. Okay. Now I've got that stroke song stuck in my head. Stupid art. Can't it just do itself? I don't know if I wanted his head to be that wide. I don't think it's usually that wide. See? I don't know. I'm not no mathematician. I don't know what angle his head is. The points of his head are. I just designed the guy. Is all. If I gotta pull out a protractor and a compass to draw my character, every time. Probably not gonna draw that character anymore. I barely want to use a ruler to do the panels. Actually, I like putting down the panels. It's like a real. I always feel like I'm accomplishing something, and it's barely any work at all. But there's this artist I follow who I've talked about him on this show before, Brian Shearer, who does a lot of he's done a lot of Transformers and G.I. Joe books and his own transforming character, Gunship Thunder Punch, in that book. And well, no, because I've seen him like with an actual ruler on his tape. That Gunship Thunder Punch he does digitally, but I've seen him like doing Transformers comics with a ruler and he's got all his like tools out, and I'm like, dang. And he's like moving like quick on it. I'm like, I would not like that. I would not like to do that. Oh, you can hear me hypnotizing myself in real time. Because I quiet down. Start zoning in on the hurt. Woo. That's going to need some white. I did in Inktober today. I did watch. I did a little Cyclops kid watching TV. He's got a little cowboy hat on and he's eating his cereal. I felt like I put a lot of time trying to compose that. And then when I posed it, first of all, half the image wouldn't fit in the square format for like Instagram, and it's not as good a composition as I was trying to make. But I think the post makes it a little more obvious than it looked in my sketchbook. Not my finest. It's okay. What am I doing tomorrow? What's the prompt? I forget already. I always look in advance. Kind of try to come up with. Oh, I believe it's pressure. Yeah, pressure. And I know I made a note to myself like the first day. I went ahead and kind of gave myself like ideas for like the first 10 or so. So I made a note somewhere on what I could do for pressure. And I don't remember what I said. I'm trying to make them all kind of Halloween-y. Like there's been monsters and witches and stuff like that in all of them so far. Oh, and the one I did the other day before Fan, I posted it, but then I realized in the post so for Fan I did there's like a devil guy in hell and everything's on fire and he's got a bunch of fans going because he's hot. And but he's holding a like the pitchfork, and in the post the pitchfork kind of blends in too much with the stuff behind it, so I touched it up, but I didn't repost it, you know. I don't know. I think I added to a bunch of them a little bit after I posted them. But I think that one was the most, like, I think that was the most I touched one after I posted it. It was the other day. Oof. Okay, it's splitting again. Look, I got clean water here. I rinsed it out. Yeah, when I poured it, It was not water. It looked just like ink. It was black as mud. And the sky grew black as blood. It's from Ren and Stimpy. Dear Stimpy, I like you. You are nice to everyone. Even that mean, ugly thing that yells at you. What is he anyway? A mosquito? What? Stimpy's fan club. What a knockout cartoon. Okay. Wooch. Wooch, I say. I say wooch. Let's see now. We're an hour in. Oofda. Now, oofda is a thing I say. What are these words? Wooch. Oofda. They are your kind of words. Feel free to use them as you like. Wooch and oofda. Jumba, 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 jumba. Now I'm saying jumba. What is jumba? I'm not sitting here trying to make up words. It's just happening. Maybe my brain is melting. Yeah. Polkas. Ah! This is the way we draw the book. Let there be no confusion. This is the way we book. You were confused. In case you thought this might not be the way. This is the way. This is the way. Oh, I meant to say, there's probably an hour left of right now of my friend's Kickstarter campaign for the Mothman Enamel pin. So the link is in the description. It's the last time I'm going to put that link in for my friend Cat's Mothman pin. Please, please, please jump in right now. Right now. There's 3 tiers, all $20 and under. And you can get 1 pin, you can get 2 pins, you can get a thank you note handwritten. She's a letter artist. So that's going to be a nice piece of art too, I'm sure. And then everybody gets a print as well of the Mothman character on the pin. She busted $1,000. I'm so proud of her. Also, I really love how simple she made the campaign. I really admire everything about the campaign. I think she did a really good job making a nice, clear, simple, easy to fulfill campaign for her first go around. I am taking notes over here. So proud of her. She was making her like the little backing cards for them. I saw the other day. She was designing those, getting those ready to be printed out. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see my friends making stuff. I think I don't know, but I am. I don't know if or when I would do my own Kickstarter. I mean, I probably would eventually, but I am definitely taking notes from her, because if she didn't do that campaign, I would probably eventually plan a really elaborate, really dramatically big, impossible campaign. And she really got me looking at it as a much simpler endeavor. I mean, going to the moon is fun, but sometimes just knowing your rocket isn't going to explode on the way there because you stayed home is a pretty good idea, too. Um, womp, womp, womp. Okay. Yeah, that's a picture, all right. Uh, Come on, brush. It is, splitting here and there today, but it is cooperating way, way better than it was yesterday. I could not do a line like that for like 90% of the. It was with between two brushes, I couldn't do it.
This is Mort. He's Bonehead's buddy.
I'm always talking about this cartoon I did. I made this cartoon a couple years ago that I will post on here eventually. I voiced Mort. My brother Liam voiced Bonehead.
And his voice was kind of based on Teddy from Bob's Burgers. It's not exactly the same, but it was kind of inspired by that. And there's a little Peter Griffin in there.
which I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it at first. Like when I was first trying to record it, every once in a while I couldn't quite do the voice right, and it kept coming out like Peter Griffin. Gee, Bonehead.
Ah, jeez.
What somebody says in a cartoon. Oh, this was a line that I wrote when I was writing the cartoon, and I didn't put it in the script, and I was really bummed out when I realized I didn't put it in the cartoon. I found it in my sketchbook where he says something like,
You can't look at a pretty girl with that. You can't even look at a pretty girl without going all clammy.
I really like that line, and it was very Mort to me. Somebody's out there yelling. Doesn't sound like anybody I know. Also, I don't really hear it anymore.
Gee, Bonehead, you can't even look at a pretty girl without going all clammy.
How's this hand? How's this hand? How's this hand be? I don't know if I made that any clearer for myself. Barf. quail. Okay. I'm so stupid. I'm thinking about a cartoon. I guess. I just. I don't know any lines from it. So I go, I'm a quail. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. That one's small. Because the top was supposed to be here. That's okay. You know, if you have I don't know, if I don't mind when it's like a little off kilter. I think it kind of, if everything was like like measured and perfectly straight and everything, it wouldn't be quite. I mean, it would be just a totally different style. Not to be the guy who goes like, "That's my style," doing it wrong. My style is no discipline. I taught kids animation for a little while, and yeah, there was one kid in particular who just didn't want to learn anything and would throw that at me all the time. It's my style. Your style is trash. That's why you're a kid, because you're dumb. Oh no, that is a line from The Simpsons. He goes, "That's why you're kids, because you're stupid." Oh, I think my roommate's home. Somewhere beyond the blue. There's a raft filled with people who will never find their way across the sea. Boom. 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 Okay. Here's this bunch of windows. My brushes are losing as much hair as I am. Okay. And there's maybe like a corner here. Oh yeah. Here, I'll pour a little more ink. Just ordered a bunch of art supplies, including more ink. And this big old bottle. I think the bottle I ordered is twice this size. But this, what's left in here is maybe gonna last me like a week. Yeah, what I'm finding, and maybe I'm wrong because I don't spend a whole lot of time pricing stuff or like comparing prices. I'm very aloof when it comes to like when I go grocery shopping, I don't look at the price of anything. It's probably not always the best idea to but you know, I was buying my Prismacolor markers at Hobby Lobby for years. I would buy like 7 at a time and spend like, I don't know, $50. They're like $7 a marker. So like I would buy, yeah, I would spend like $50 on 7 markers. And we're back to finish this. Then one day I realized, like, I think because, Hobby Lobby is always closed on Sundays. I think that's why I went to dickblick.com, and they're like half that price. And then if you get 12 or more, there's a price drop. And the ones I just bought, I think they might have raised the price a little bit, but it's still like way cheaper than getting them at Hobby Lobby. And then I was buying some other stuff, and I think it was like, I think I was noticing some stuff that I usually get on Amazon was way cheaper at Dick Blick. Now that's the part I'm not sure. Like I say, I don't give that stuff too much of my attention, but I say, if you're looking for art supplies, try Dick Blick. .com. I mean, and I checked out hobbylobby.com too, which is a kind of a tricky site, but yeah, they were, it was higher priced there too, if I recall. Maybe not as high as it is in store, but I seem to recall it. It's not as good as Dick Blick. I think I went there to see if they had any other colors, which they might have. I don't know. I got a new Pentel pocket brush that I ordered, which will be nice. The one I have, it's been a bit frayed at the end. I mostly use it for big black stuff like this, kind of like when I'm filling in big black areas, like I'm doing now. But like on my sketchbook drawings, I use it a lot for that kind of stuff. But I see people who do like real fine. You can get like real fine lines with it if you choose. But if I tried to do that now, I wouldn't be able to, because it's not like totally dreadfully frayed. It's only a little bit, and sometimes I can wind it like I do with my brush and kind of pare it down to be not so bad. But I don't use it for fine work usually anyway, so. But I did order a new one, so I can try to if I'd like. It's nice to have the option. But I also got a new pen, like a Kuretake something or other. I'm excited to give that a whirl. I saw Derek Loffman was using that, whatever I ordered, among some other ones on this comic he's doing for Inktober. The other day, he listed the tools that he was using on the comic. I was like, I'll give one a whirl. think I was going to get another one of the pens that he was using, and it was like another $30 for a pen. I was like, criminy. Maybe next time. I think the one I got was like $10. So this is Doyle, who I made up just for this scene. So, in addition to not being in the rest of the book, Bonehead thing I've ever done before. But I wanted Bonehead to have two buddies in this scene. You know, when you're breaking out plot through dialogue, sometimes you know, sometimes I give him a little hair, this guy, and other times I don't. I'm gonna put it in here. Yesterday I almost colored it in. Well, I did color it in, and then I... What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, when sometimes, I don't know, it was when you're trying to kind of deliver the plot through dialogue sometimes, and you just got two characters going back and forth. It's a little I don't know, a little stiff and rigid. I was like, I didn't really have another... I mean, normally he has another buddy, but that guy kind of serves a different purpose. Well, not a different... There's an alien named Billy TV, but like, even if I was to do a cartoon, like, he's not in the cartoon that I made. The plan is always for him to come to Earth first. So he isn't even introduced in that. But like, it would be like, if I did a cartoon, it would be like an episode all about them discovering this alien. Or something. And you know, he comes into this story later. So I didn't have like another guy, and then after they get to know him, then he would be a buddy. But in this one, I didn't have like another guy I could fall on, so I just made one up. I was drawing guys like this in my sketchbook. I was like, he kind of looks like he belongs in Bonehead. And there's a funny thing that I noticed about a lot of my Bonehead characters, that all the main characters, who are like all the main good guy characters, they have kind of like atypical eyes, pupilless eyes. So there's Bonehead, there is Mort, who has these like, they're like bright yellow, like demon eyes. And then Petunia his girlfriend she's a ghost, and she just has these black circles for eyes. And I realized after I kind of put him in here already, I realized Doyle, this guy, he also has pupilless atypical eyes. Hmm. Okay. Here's all this. I had to make a note to remember to put his wings in all the panels, because it's like this extra feature, that I would always forget. I forget what they're saying here, but they're just making fun of Bonehead. Womp. Chimpa. I think me saying made up words out of the blue, it's like me thinking I need to be talking but having nothing to say. And so I just start making noises. Merp. School bell. Dumble flomp. Chowzinga. Uh, 8:30. See, a lot of times I'll mark off things I want to go to black with an X. This, annoyingly, I did not do that with. So I was debating earlier which I wanted to be black and which I wanted to be white, the outside or the inside of the character. And eventually I decided I was going to do... Because I was also debating whether or not I should leave this part of the panel open. I went ahead and left it open because I'm going to do him white and then the panel itself black. I was debating for a long time when I was throwing down the panels for this earlier today. Oof. You know what they say about a shoddy craftsman, don't you? He needs to get better tools. No, I'm just kidding. Probably say something like that every day of my life. Hand in ink. If I do that, I gotta freeze and carefully just lift up my hand. do a bunch of like prep work for tomorrow, I think. So I'm not gonna have so much time to stick around and draw tomorrow. If I wake up real early, I've got other things I gotta do tomorrow though too. Like even early, I've got studying. I'll murder you. Okay. Okay. Now just the matter of the silhouette, as my mother would say. My mom is an Irish woman raised on an island. And she pronounces things strangely sometimes. Like she pronounces the letter H. H. She says silhouette. Silhouette. She pronounces I love my son. Vete me kiksaton. I have a feeling, not on this page. This page, well, maybe. Who knows? I have a feeling that for a lot of my panels, when I add the dialogue, I'm going to have to select the art and shrink it down, and then like bring it to the edges digitally, like carry on lines and stuff, and like, you know what I mean, to make room for dialogue to fit in the panels. Like this page, I think I was more conscious of that, of thinking about the dialogue and making sure it had room to fit on the page. But this panel, I don't know if the dialogue fit there without obscuring the necessary artwork. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're going to make this book work somehow. It's all going to work out. Let's start the next page here after this. It's 8:30. So I think my friend's campaign is ending right now. Three minutes to go. Get in. Get in. Nobody's here. Okay. Well, let's see how she did. $1,131. What a champion. Her ask was 500. Atta girl. That's my friend. Oh, mama. We're slinging inks. Slinging inks we are. Then again, there might be people in here. Because yesterday Lionel was in here and it said nobody was in here. 36 seconds ago. Back in now if you're in here. 20 seconds to go. You can still back it. Suspense is killing me. I want to see if it gets hurt. It's at 62 backers. Boo boo! Oh, there's always confetti going off on the page. Let's see. 62 backers, $1,131. Atta girl. It. Now she's just got to fulfill it. Very nice. That is a success, if you ask me. I'm so happy. She's also, if you want to see her in action sometime, she does art streams twice a week and a gaming stream once a week, or vice versa, I forget now. On her Twitch channel. And she goes by Catechus Flinch. Just like Atticus with a K in front, and just like Finch with an L in there. Okay, here's this one. I'm gonna start. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna do. Maybe a lot. Maybe not a lot. Maybe I'll do 3 more pages. But probably not. If I had to guess, I'm not going to do 3 more pages tonight. I can't forget. I gotta get my laundry out of the old dryer. It's just sitting in there, getting wrinkly. It's probably not even totally dried. Oh. Mm-hmm. Everett. Yeah, already I'm getting hungry. Elsewhere. So it can't be. Well, maybe it belongs there. I'll have to look. Let me go and check my forthcoming pages. In fact, I think this should be here. So this means it's like over here, just off. Yeah. Yeah. I can get. Come on. Pouring more ink. We'll go for half an hour more, I think. Let's see. There's There's only one page of this scene left after this one. Then I start the next scene where he... And here Bonehead's kind of talking about how he's a new man and everything's going to be different now. And in the next scene, he wakes up late for work. And he's running out the door. Tea. Ice cold tea. I've noticed I don't have to use the bathroom every episode lately. But it probably has something to do with the fact that I also seem to be making like 1 cup last the whole duration of the show. My 1 cup of tea. Still go through like at least a pot a day. Oh. What device do you have to solve my riddle? I get that line stuck in my head from Billy and Mandy just because it was a Billy West line, I think. Billy West is my guy. Okay. Usually, like, I'm been watching stuff, like some show or something, while when I have lunch or while I'm doing my sketchbook drawing. Today I didn't watch anything. Oh, you know why? I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to that podcast where the guy talks about like old stuff from the 90s usually. It's like shows or movies from the 90s. It's called Slash Vision Podcast. And I was listening to a little bit of the Scrubs podcast, Fake Doctors, Real Friends, with the guys from Scrubs, Zach Braff and Donald Faison. And then I was listening to I think my Giants called Don't Let's Start podcast or something. I think it's called Don't Let's Start. Is it called like Don't Let's Pod or something? No, it's called Don't Let's Start. Why do I have this upside down? What did I think I was going to do? What's the big idea? I think it was to do that. Some cans in this cooler. Ooh. It's getting to that point where I can't get a point. Here's one. No, today is a cakewalk compared to yesterday. I was fighting with... Ooh, maybe I spoke too soon. I was fighting up and down the whole time with my brush. 2 brushes. Practically right out the gate, if I recall. Mm-hmm. Eyebrows. Face. You must answer my riddle. Okay. Draw them teeth, boy. Draw them teeth. I'm gonna put this over here so you can see the. It's usually at about like the 2-hour mark. Sometimes after just an hour, I'm seeing some days, but usually around the 2-hour mark, it's like the brush gets kind of fried. And it kind of needs to be. Started putting the water thing at my table because it kind of needs a rinsing. The ink kind of starts drying and kind of frying up, so they get all like, you know. Okay. Our little bonehead. After this, I gotta get my laundry. Gotta wash this brush. Gotta get me something to eat. Like I said, I made some like shepherd's pie kind of thing earlier today. It's good. I was like, what is this guy doing with his hands anyway? I just realized Doyle's handing him a club. He's taking it. Then Doyle over here gets a soda. I'm gonna go for about another 15 minutes, y'all. Then I'm self-destructing. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. I know we'll meet again some sunny day. I didn't feel it. See, I was at least starting to say something yesterday. To my buddy Lionel when he was in here. I don't know if I finished my thought. I think I started reacting to something else he was saying. But see, I think I would be able to do these pages tremendously faster if I just used like my pens. But the decision to do this with ink and brush is kind of about like standing on my tiptoes and being a better artist. Trying to learn and do a little, like, go out, do a big project that was kind of done outside my comfort zone a little bit. Bowl of fruit over here to be golfed into the city. I wanted them to be doing, like, when they're... This was my scene to kind of, like, show them doing what they do when they're having fun. And I wanted to give them, like kind of wanted it to reflect their personality and kind of, like, sum up... But like, be unique and kind of interesting. And, you know, it's also at the beginning of the book. It's the first scene with them, and I wanted it to be something kind of like oddball and funny that they'd be up to. So they're kind of casually just golfing fruit into the city. like they do this all the time. Like he's handing him a club and he just knows what to do. This one's going to go to black, this building back here. Black building. Something to sing. Go. There's that sucker. And here we're going to put a happy little window. Hey, Chihuahua. My handy's getting tired. Tired. I will draw this fella's head, and then I will call it an evening for the art. Does that sound fair? Who is even here to argue with me? No one but myself. They say it is I who am crazy. No, what does he say? But it is not I who am crazy. It is I who am mad. Space madness. Mm-hmm. So he's got one antenna that just has the regular bend, the one bend, and he's got his other antenna is like a double bend. It's kind of this I think that's kind of inspired, sort of, not I wasn't thinking too much about it when I started drawing him, but it was kind of an impulse, I believe, that was inspired by like Hanna-Barbera and Rocco's Modern Life. There's kind of a lot of Joe Murray kind of in the blood of Bonehead. Joe Murray being the guy who created Rocco's Modern Life and Camp Lazlo. It's not always so obvious, but it's really in there. So what do I mean? So his crooked antenna it's kind of like so Hanna-Barbera was big on. See, I'm going ahead and doing more, but that's okay. Hanna-Barbera was at least like I think they did it all the time. I know Yogi Bear has a bunch of like, asymmetrical aspects. They were big on throwing asymmetrical elements on their characters, and then also like in Rocko's Modern Life, there's all these like zigzags everywhere because they didn't. It was kind of like a point of the style of the show to not have any parallel lines, and so they would just throw a bunch of like off kilter stuff in the backgrounds all the time, and yeah, that show's just got zigzags all over the place. But also like Heifer, for example, he's got the one wonky eye, and if you look at his nose, even he's got like one wonky nostril. And it's I think I kind of did that with him. Like, I don't think it was like consciously trying to be like that stuff, but if I had to guess, it was like because my brain is kind of my cartoonist brain is kind of informed by those things. Okay, it is past 9:30. I am going to call this a show. Here, let me. I don't even know if I'm on camera. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. So, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a full page tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't have as much time. But, whoa, holy smokes about that. I gotta get new glasses. I'm going to get new glasses like in maybe a week or so, week or two. But yeah. So I'll be on at some point tomorrow for who knows how long. But I'll come back to this page tomorrow. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I love you, and the smart money says you me too, because I'm so dang lovable. Yeah. You know it. I know it. The world knows it. I'm a cutie. Goodbye, everybody.